Peace and love supreme unto the divine beings. What's going on? Welcome to the Sacred T Square Tarot. I'm the creator and host, TeaHoneyTheArtist, Tia Storm T, the medium. What's going on, everybody? Y'all should be getting y'all notifications right about now. So I'm gonna cool my jets just a second to try to give y'all enough time to pop on in here. Um, So yeah, I'm doing another spiritual whisper session. Should you also choose for me to channel a passed on loved one for you, all you would have to do is donate $40 to the Cash App or my Facebook pay. Both have been pinned in the comments section. I want to thank y'all so much to whomever has been donating and whoever has been getting reads. And I appreciate all your likes and shares and subscribes. I thank y'all all so much, okay? All right. Now, I'm gonna just give y'all what I'm picking up on until people get in here. Okay. Okay. So what I'm picking up on, actually, I'm picking up on a lady. Um, I feel like she's biracial. Okay. I don't know why that's significant, but it's like her mom's side might be Caucasian, her dad's side might be African American, or a different culture. It don't have to be African American. It could be just another culture. But that's what could be a Latino, could be of Latino descent. Okay, there's a woman here that went missing, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, he's like, yeah, she gonna be coming to you to get her story out. I'm like, okay. Oh, I am too upset, y'all. I'm sitting over here trying to light my Palo Santo and then burn my little nail up, okay? I'm so pissed. Shit, I'm like, try to burn it a little more, smush it back down. Fuck it. Damn, that got me mad. So I'm sitting over here trying to light the Palo Santo and my nail just got fucked up. That could be very significant to her case. Something about this lady, Chelley. They didn't find much of her, okay? But I feel like they found her nails. They found her nail or her press on nail. I don't know if they did somebody have to identify this lady by her nails, bro? She was so badly mangled that the only way somebody was able to identify her was by her nails, by her fingernails. Or there's something significant with this case in her fingernails. Because I literally just burnt one of my fingernails sitting here lighting the Palo Santo talking to y'all. I don't even know how that happened because my fingers are nowhere near the flame. You see, my fingers aren't nowhere near the flame. This one didn't get burnt. So it's something significant. Was she a burn victim? Th- It was some other things that happened, but somebody tried to discard her remains by burning her. And her remains. Here we go with this shit. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna see if the connection comes back stable or not. This is some bullshit, y'all. Somebody don't want this lady's story to be told. Okay? Pardon me while I check. I'm just gonna hop onto the live stream myself and just make sure that I'm still here live. Okay. Okay. Just give me a moment. All right. So hopefully somebody's watching. So hopefully that means I'm still live. Okay. Somebody's watching. So yeah, I'm still live. Okay. So y'all, this lady that's coming to me, her name's Chelley. She's mixed, or biracial, right? And it's so crazy because the connection dropped. I think this because of the high level of spiritual activity that's going on. Um, she was so badly charred, or her remains were so badly charred that somebody was only able to identify her by a fingernail. Y'all. And that is crazy as fuck that this happened. I'm so mad about my little manicure child. I was pissed. So that's crazy. So her family had to identify her remains. That was one of the only things that still remained. She had, I guess, just had got a manicure or had just did her nails. So somebody had to ID her by her hands or by her fingernail. Because somebody tried to discard of her remains by burning them. Okay? Her name's Chelley, though. We're going to try to get some insight to see what's going on with this case. I'm trying to really see if I'm still alive, y'all. Okay, so looks like it. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep rocking. That means I'm still alive. I'm gonna go ahead and keep rocking. All right, cool. All right, I just had to make sure. So let's get some insight for this lady Chelley here. Should any of you guys decide that you want me to channel a passed on loved one for you, all you have to do, let me know in the comment section. Hey T, I want you to channel a passed on loved one. Donate the $40 to either my Cash App or my Facebook page, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Right now, I'm gonna go ahead and pull some messages for this lady. First, I'm gonna see what I can pick up on intuitively. Then I'll pull cards to confirm. She was hanging with somebody. Either she was at the gym or she met someone named Jim. Okay? I'm not sure exactly which way that is or how that's going yet, but we gonna find out together. So I feel like she met someone named Jim. Okay? Or had been dating someone named Jim. Okay? This lady Chelley. I feel like they were in a courtship or had went out on a couple of dates. And I feel like he was trying to advance himself sexually, but she wasn't trying to move that quick. Okay? I feel like around about the third or fourth date or outing, he dealt with her long enough to get her to trust him. And then on their third or fourth outing together, he turned on her. Um, he did force himself on her sexually, I feel like. He hit her because she was trying to fight him off. Okay? They were in a car. Okay? So I don't know if he had like I just heard F-150. I heard F-150. So that's what I'm rolling with. So he had either a big van or F-150. Okay, he literally drug her to the back. Okay, he was trying to force himself on her to have his way with her. She was fighting back. Oh, she was fighting back. So one of her nails. Okay, I don't know if they have caught this man yet. I'm going to assume not, because she wouldn't be coming to me to tell her story if she felt like she had already received justice. So one of her nails is either going to be found, either in the back of that F-150, like, oops, but he missed a spot. Okay. I feel like he didn't feel like he had to clean up his car all that much, right? Because he hit her, he had his way with her sexually. I feel like she could have been strangled or something like that. But I feel like there was minimal actual blood spill as far as the truck is concerned. You see what I'm saying? So he didn't feel like he had to clean up that much his car. You see what I'm saying? He did, however, take her body and did he put her? Oh my God. I'm not sure if he transported her in a steel drum or if that's where she was found burned at. Okay. But I feel like he took her remains and he tried to get rid of the remains by burning them. Only someone saw the fire. Someone saw the fire and called the fire department. Okay, so someone saw the fire, called the fire department, and had the fire put out. And they found out once they extinguished the fire. Some firefighters automatically knew. Uh, it's like one of them things, like burning. I'm sure has a terrible smell. You see what I'm saying? And any experienced uh first responder, if they smell some shit like that, they're not gonna forget it. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like one of the first responders, when they came, because of the smell, they already knew that it was a body in, you know what I'm saying, that was being burned. They already knew. Okay? And I feel like by the time they got there, that her remains was so, you know, I feel like that was the only way that somebody could identify that it was actually her is by one of her fingers that hadn't been burned yet in the nail, her fingernails. So she had just got her nails did, or was she a nail technician? I think she was a nail technician, y'all. So let me swing the pendulum a couple times. First of all, let me make sure that I'm still actually live too, because it still says connection unstable, waiting for reconnection. Okay. And that's crazy because I've already seen people come and go. That's crazy. Okay. I'm still live. Okay. All right. As long as I can still see that I'm still live, I'm going to keep rocking. Okay? Okay. Damn, I'm mad about my fingernail, y'all. I'm pissed. My little manicure was cute. All right. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. Is this, in fact, a lady named Chelley that I'm channeling? Okay? If y'all don't know where, let me show y'all for the new viewers that may not be aware. Holy Spirit, can you please show the viewers my yes? Show them my yes swing, please. Okay, so y'all see that my yes swing is forward and back, right? Right. Divine Holy Spirit, show them my no swing. Show them my no swing, please. Show them my no. So my no is from side to side. You see that? Okay. So just so you're aware, if it's a I don't know or ask again, it'll bob in one spot. And if it's a maybe, it'll swing in a circle like so. Okay? Okay, so let's go ahead. So this is in fact a lady named Chelley that I am channeling. Okay? Chelley was in fact murdered. Chelley was in fact murdered. Okay? Chelley was in fact murdered by a gentleman named Jim. Chelley was murdered by a guy she had been seeing named Jim. Okay? They were dating. He tried to force himself on her sexually. He did in fact rape her. He did in fact rape her. Okay? And he strangled her. He assaulted and strangled her. Um, okay, come back still, please. Thank you. Holy Spirit, did Jim in fact drive a F-150? Did Jim in fact drive an F-150? Okay? Just confirming everything we got. Okay? Just confirming everything we got so far. Did he try to burn her to get rid of her remains? He burnt this lady Chelley to try to get rid of her remains. But only somebody discovered the fire while it was still going and called the fire department. Her remains were so badly charred, okay, where they could only identify her by her hands or by her fingernails. Look, you see that, right? They identify her by her hands or by her fingernails. Only a couple of her fingers hadn't been burned. And somebody was able to identify her that way. This lady Chelley, was she in fact a nail technician? She in fact was a nail tech and did nails. That's why when I started channeling her energy, that's why I ended up burning my nail. It's all a part of what happened. Okay? So this is a young nail tech. Let's try to figure out how old she was. Was she in her 20s? Was Chelley in her 20s when she departed this realm? Was Chelley in her 20s when she departed this realm? No. Okay. Was Chelley in her 30s? She was in her 30s. She was in her mid-30s. Was Chelley smaller in stature? She was smaller in physique or smaller in stature. We're talking about a petite lady. She was fairly petite. Okay? And this guy she had been dating named Jim forced himself on her sexually assaulted her in the back of that F-150, and tried to burn her remains to get rid of the evidence. But there's still evidence. Okay? So when she was trying to fight him off in the back of the F-150, I feel like there was like a tarp. There was a tarp or something and tools in the back of the bed of the truck. I feel like she was scuffling or fighting with him. I feel like one of her nails came off in the fight, and I feel like, or it's wedged somewhere. I feel like if they were to search this man Jim she was dating, if they were to search his truck, the back of it, I feel like they would find her nail. He didn't feel like he had to clean up his truck that much because there was minimal bloodshed when he attacked her in the truck. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like police question him, but either he's well known to someone who, like, either he has family that's law enforcement, right? Or I don't know, they didn't feel like they had enough evidence to pursue him any further. But she, in fact, was the last one with him when she was alive. Okay? I feel like the detectives aren't really doing their job because I feel like if the detectives I feel like he threw her and all of her belongings in this drum and tried to burn it in a steel drum, right? But I feel like the cops or the detectives on her case didn't dig that far. Okay? I feel like, yeah, he may have burnt the phone or destroyed the phone, but phone companies, they have records and all that shit. He was the last person that spoke to her or called her phone. You see what I'm saying? And they discovered her remains shortly after. Like if they were texting like, yo, meet you at 5. They discovered her remains by 7. You see what I'm saying? So not only was he the last person to speak to her, see what I'm saying? So not only was he the last person to speak to her before whatever happened, but I feel like she was also found very shortly after they were scheduled to get together. And so I wonder what story he told them. She said, I just heard it clear as day. He said I stood him up. He said I stood him up. So they were supposed to get together for a date or whatever. He's claiming he never did go meet with her. He's claiming that he went to go meet her where they were supposed to meet at and she wasn't there. But she was. And he made it seem like that he was supposed to. He made an alibi for himself. Oh my fucking God. So let's just say they were talking on the phone. And she's like, yo, you're going to come get me at 5 or whatever time. You see what I'm saying? He went to her house to pick her up. Right? But I guess after he left the scene, after he dumped the body and all like that, it's right. But I guess after he left the scene, after he dumped the body and all like that, it set it ablaze, he left. He went to a restaurant or a bowling alley, wherever the fuck they were supposed to go that night. He went by himself and sat in a booth and made it seem like he was waiting on her to show up so he could tell the cops that shit and be like, yeah, we were supposed to meet up, but she never showed. You see what I'm saying? And one quick search of her phone records and his phone records would show that they were in fact together before she was found. If they search the cell records and see where his phone is pinging to and her phone, they would see that they were in fact together that afternoon. They would see that he's lying, right? Wow. He made an alibi for himself, y'all, by going out to the restaurant and sitting there making it seem like he was waiting on her. Meanwhile, he know her body already somewhere burning. My God. I'm going to drop the camera, pull some cards on. Make sure if y'all want me to channel your specific passed on loved one, just let me know. Okay, make a donation of the $40 and I got you. I will channel your passed on loved one if you like. Okay, if not, let's just keep on getting the story from this lady Chelley, whom has presented herself this afternoon. Okay, so Divine Holy Spirit, what was the energy regarding the situation, regarding what happened to Chelley? What's the archetypal energy that was at play at that time? This just happened not that long ago. It hasn't been a year. This happened in springtime, either this year or last year. Okay. The seed. Oh my God. You got the C coming up here. It came out for me in reverse. Because when I flipped it over, it was facing this way. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got the C in the reverse, yo. Card number 66. And it's card number 66. And it's a seed. I don't know why, but all of these rings is giving me tree rings right now. So either he took her out into a wooded area, or they was hiking, or camping, or whatever the fuck. Or they was supposed to be going hiking or something. Either there was trees. He took that drum to a forested area. If they weren't chilling or going hiking, to dispose of her remains where he wouldn't be seen, he took that drum, or he took her body in a steel drum, okay, or whatever. He took her into a wooded area and tried to discard of her by burning her in a wooded area. There was trees. Also, with this energy of the seed, oh my God, was she pregnant? I feel like she was pregnant, but maybe didn't know. She had only been on like 3 or 4 dates with this gym dude. Let's swing the pendulum and try to confirm it. But I swear to you, she was pregnant. Let's try to figure out what happened. All right. So, divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. Had Jim and Chelley had sex? Had Jim and Chelley actually had sex before he attacked her? That's a no. So Jim and Chelley did not have sex before he physically attacked or raped her, right? Was Chelley with child though? So Chelley was with child. Chelley was pregnant and didn't realize? Was Chelley pregnant and she didn't realize? Chelley was pregnant and did not realize. You see that? But it makes sense why she wouldn't have wanted to have sex then. She probably wasn't feeling up to it. So she was in a long-term relationship shortly before meeting Jim. And she broke up with her long-term person. Let's confirm it by a pendulum. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. So was she in a long-term relationship before meeting Jim? She was in a long-term relationship before meeting Jim. And it had only been like maybe a month or two. She had broke up with her long-term boyfriend. It had been a month or two. Okay? And she broke up with her long-term boyfriend. So it had been a month or two. She's getting back out there trying to date again. Okay? Only she didn't realize she was pregnant by her ex. And that's the truth. Wow. So not only did he kill her, he killed a baby. Okay? Let's just be clear. Not only did he rape and murder this lady, he killed a baby. She didn't even know she was with child, bro. Oh! She didn't realize she was pregnant, but there were signs. And I feel like Jim picked up on it. Okay? I feel like maybe they was out on a date and she tried to have a drink and got sick. She tried to have a glass of wine and got sick or something. And because of whatever she had told Jim, I think he put 2 and 2 together or something. or Jim knew her ex. Lord have mercy, God. Oh my God. So the story's starting to emerge, y'all. Okay. Did Jim know Chelley's ex? Jim knew Chelley's ex or her long-term boyfriend. Jim actually knew Chelley's ex or actually knew the long-term boyfriend. That's a fact. Hold the fuck on. So, was this set up by her ex then? Did Chelley's ex send Jim in there to talk to her? Chelley's ex said he sent Jim in there to seduce her, basically. I guess the ex was trying to call himself, figuring out if she was still gonna be loyal to him. But why would she still be loyal to you and y'all broke up? Something like that. Some big ass game got played. Wow. So this shit got set up by her ex. I'm trying to pick up on the ex's name. A J name. It's a J name. The crazy part, I think the ex name could have been James. I think he could have went by Jimmy. Something like that. Divine Holy Spirit, 11 light answers and angels and guides. All right, divine beings, let me know if you want me to channel your specific past on loved ones for you. If not, I'm going to keep rocking with this story. Get Chelley's truth out here. Wow. 6 of Wands. He got her pregnant. Her ex got her pregnant. Okay. But she would have been so proud to be a mom. She had been waiting for this opportunity for a while here to have another kid. And I feel like, you know what's really fucked up? Is I feel like this woman had a hard time getting pregnant or a hard time having a child, which just could have been why the long-term relationship broke up in the first place. But her ex didn't realize he was successful in getting her pregnant. But he sent that guy in here to do this bullshit to her, not realizing the child he had been wanting the whole time, she was actually carrying it. That's what's really fucked up. Anything else about this seed? Yes. That's the Holy Spirit confirming yes. And again, with these wands. Wands being fire. Wands meaning they burnt her. That is just really fucked up. Divine Holy Spirit, 11 light, ancestors, angels, and guides. This woman was growing to be successful. She was a nail technician, y'all. That's why the whole thing about her body being burned, me accidentally burning the nail while I was lighting the Palo Santo. And y'all, the candle went out. Shut up. This candle been out a few minutes here. This candle been out at least 2 or 3 minutes. I could tell by how it's turning. I didn't catch that the candle had went out at first. But when I looked over there after pulling these fire cards, the flame was out. Wow. So, mm-mm-mm. They was arguing about having a kid, or he was mad because I don't know, she was focused on her career. It was taking off. It was going to be very successful. She was leaving whatever shop she was working at. She was about to open her own nail salon. That's how much popping she was at whatever shop she was at. She was about to start her own salon. She felt like having a kid and like that right then. She just felt like it wasn't the best time because she felt like, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to start a business. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna start a business, where I have to be there all the time, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm pregnant and having a kid, I'm having a new kid and a new business. Like, she just felt like it was gonna be too much. You see what I'm saying? But he don't know it. The child he was wanting so fucking badly, he had successfully gotten her pregnant, but then broke it off with her, and then sent his little friend in there, and then his friend killed her and the damn baby. She was pregnant. She didn't even know. All this happened within a 100-day time span. Okay, her breaking up with her ex or her long-term boyfriend. She had decided it was over or over. I guess they had made up and they was playing makeup to break up before, but this time she got it in her mind. She was like, "No, this is done." Okay, so he had been trying to call her for about 6 weeks or so. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get her back. She made up in her mind it was done. Right? So he sent his friend. He sent his friend in there to talk to her. This guy Jim. Or yeah, Jim. So they both have J names? Yeah, I guess they do. I just heard Josh. So I don't know if the ex's name was Josh. Okay. She met this guy Jim. Josh sent Jim in there. Okay. Because she wasn't getting back with him. So Josh sent Jim over there, like, go try to talk to her, see if I guess he was trying to figure out if she was already talking with somebody else. He was trying to figure out the likelihood of him getting her back or whatever. And Jim must have told him, like, nah, she trying to move on, my guy. Me and her, we done went out on dates and this and that and this and that. But you know how guys talk about their girlfriends, saying to their guy friends. I feel like Jim got curious about Chelley, and he wanted to have his way with her sexually just because of the stories that the ex Josh had been telling him about her. You see what I'm saying? She didn't give him no inclination that she was ready to have sex. They had only been on 3 or 4 dates. You see what I'm saying? But not even 2 months later, she winds up dead in a forest area on fire. And the baby he wanted so bad and was trying to fight with her about, she was actually carrying it. That's what's really fucked up, or that's what's really ironic about the situation. He had the dude he sent in there killed his girl and the baby. All because he was trying to prove a point. All because he wanted to win at all costs. You see that? Playing little mind games. Got her and the baby killed. And they have been dating a long time. They were high school sweethearts or something. And there goes the ex playing mind games. Mad because of something about a child. You know what it was? It's because she had got pregnant by him before. I think she had got pregnant a couple times before, but had miscarriages. But this time she was successfully pregnant, and He didn't know it. She didn't realize she was pregnant yet because it hadn't even been 3 months. Realize she was pregnant yet because it hadn't even been 3 months. You see what I'm saying? It had just been like 3 months. Just had been 3 months. She didn't even realize that I guess the last time her and her ex had sex, she got pregnant. She didn't know that. He didn't either. Okay? So he want to play these little mind games trying to get her back and shit and send his friend in there. His friend to kill her and the baby. That's really fucked up, man. All because he was going to control her. All because he was mad. She was focusing on her career. She was coming up financially. And I guess her ex wasn't able to keep a job. He never kept a job. It's like he never kept a job, was always in and out of jail and shit. In and out of jail and shit. He had actually been in jail for stalking somebody before? Or did she get a restraining order against him once? Something like that, yo. He was doing all this shit, playing mind games and shit, and got her and the baby killed. And she didn't even know she was pregnant, bro. That's the really fucked up part. And her career and everything was just taking off. She had been doing nails for over 10 years. That's what I just heard. She had been doing nails a long time. She was the best nail tech in town. She was always booked and busy. And he was hating on her because of that. How you hating on her because she booked or busy? You mad you can't keep a motherfucking job. Maybe if you stayed your ass out of jail, somebody will give your ass a job. Did you ever think about that shit? No? Now your girl and the baby did. And your best friend did it. And then he knows it. The ex knows it. He's like wrecked with guilt. And it's like, my mans, if you know it, why don't you go tell the authorities that he lying? Shut up, y'all. Queen of Swords comes out here. Ace of Wands. 10 of Pentacles and the Tower. Yeah. All because he was mad she was getting ready to blow up. She was getting ready to take off, and he felt like she was getting ready to leave him behind. She was making money, doing her thing, about to open her own shop. Do you hear me? Exactly. He guilty as fuck. Because he know he manipulated the situation and sent him in there. And he did this to his girl. I wonder if he knows she was pregnant or not. Did it come out? Hold on. Because did they do an autopsy? Did it come out that she was pregnant? I think they did an autopsy and it came out that she was pregnant. And that's why he feels so guilty. Divine Holy Spirit, 11 life, ancestors, angels, and guides. Did it come out in the autopsy report that Chelley was pregnant? Did it come out in the autopsy report that Chelley was in fact pregnant? And that's why he feels so guilty. But my thing about it, Josh, is if you feel that damn guilty, why don't you go tell the fucking police who really did this shit? Fuck's wrong with you? That shit's really fucked up, bro. Divine Holy Spirit, 11 life, ancestors, angels, and guides. Temperance. So the Temperance angel is here trying to balance things out. Okay. Everything's going to come to light in regarding her case. Even though they're trying to keep it from coming to light, it will. They also found in the autopsy, they found something in her stomach, a chemical. They were trying to drug her. Did he slip her? He slipped her a date rape drug or something. He slipped her a date rape drug. There we go, 8 of potions. Because he was forcing himself on her sexually. She didn't fucking like it. So he thought he was going to do some shit to calm her down. So he slips her a Mickey in her motherfucking drink. He slips her a Mickey in her fucking soda, thinking that that's going to make her comply. This girl fought to the death of her. If she would have used her, she was like, fuck it, I was going to use my vagina lips and try to rip his dick off. She was like, I was fighting to the end. Do you understand? She was fighting to the end. That's what I'm saying. So they were chilling at somebody's house. It's something up somebody's house. It's something up here. Either a neighbor saw something. So either they were chilling at her house or his house. One of the neighbors saw something. Okay? Either his neighbor, Jim, or her neighbor. He saw him try to drug her, slip her a Mickey, saw them leaving the house together. Somebody saw them together that day, a neighbor at one of their homes. I feel like it was a neighbor at Jim's house, and I feel like he could have threatened. What the fuck is this? Yo, and we seen that 10 of Pentacles. Now we see a 10 of, we seen that 10 of Pentacles. Now we see a 10 of Cups. Was her family or somebody in on this? I feel like family members or loved ones could have been in on this shit. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. Was Chelley family and friends in on this? Was Chelley's family and friends, some of her loved ones were in on this shit. Straight like that. You heard the gate slam outside. I think you did. Her family and some of her close loved ones were in on this shit because they couldn't stand that she was getting ready to be successful. She was the dopest nail tech in town. She was happy. She was making money. She was finally starting to turn things around. The only thing that was holding her back was her ex, and she had just got rid of him. So then they devised this plan. The ex and certain family members and shit. Her family practices the dark arts. That's why I said she was biracial. One side of her family practices dark magic. The one side of Chelley's family practiced dark magic. One side of Chelley's family practiced dark magic. If she wasn't white and black, there's a Latino line somewhere. Latino. And I just heard Santeria. I heard Santeria. So her family practices Santeria. They gave something to that young man to put in her drinks. Exactly. They gave something to Jim into her drinks. And one of her family members did a reading on her and found out she was pregnant. One of her family members, Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides, that one of Chelley family members know she was with child. One of Chelley family members knew she was with child. They did a reading on her and they found out she was with child. But they kept that information from Jim because Jim wouldn't have went through with this shit if Jim knew there was an innocent life involved. He wouldn't have went through with this shit. And that's the truth. Queen of Swords. Was she a Libra? Chelley was a Libra or a Gemini, or she was a Libra and the ex or Jim was a Gemini. And there's also something up here with a fire sign. I want to say Aries. Divinely Spirit of Love and Life. Any other information coming out here? Whoa! I got cards shooting everywhere. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and the Lovers. That's what I'm saying. These family members and these loved ones and shit was working together with the ex and shit. Or working together with Jim. All to try to trip her up. All because they was mad she was about to be successful. All because they was mad she was starting her own business. Yo, and then my card flipped in the wax. Did you just see that? Hell no. My card just flipped over in the wax. It burnt the candle out. But guess what card it is? The Empress. Hell no. And let me light your candle back, sweetheart. Because they got the game really fucked up. All because they mad because she a motherfucking Empress? Does this have to do with her mom or her grandmom? Does this have to do with a mom or a grandmom? Yes, it do. Is that who practices the Santeria? I think yes. The fuck? That shit just pissed me off. What's really fucked up? What's really fucked up is her abuela looks something like that. Or always has a long house coat on. She wear glasses. Keep her hair short. Her abuela looks like Yolanda that took Serena out. And I feel like that's how they were about Chelley. That's how they was about her. She was like Selena. She was about to be big. Huh? She was about to be big. I'm talking about a shop. Not only was she going to open a nail shop in her area, there was people from neighboring cities coming to her to get her nails done. She would have been able to establish like a little nail franchise. She would have been able to expand not from just her one shop where she was, but she would have been having shops in neighboring cities or counties. She had people coming to her. She a motherfucking boss. Are you serious? Imagine your own fucking mom giving. Never mind. I ain't gotta imagine it that much. Okay, because y'all already know divine beings about some of the shit we go through on this channel. They were doing candle magic on her love life. They were doing candle magic on her love life. Trying to influence her to stay with her ex. She didn't want to. She decided she was deading that situation. She knew she was happier on her own. 10 of Cups. She was happier when she 4 Swords did. When she brought that shit to a rest, she felt lighter. She felt happier. She felt more in her power. And that's what she didn't want. Family doing this shit. For what? Mad because she making money. She was getting victory and good news in regards to new opportunities. There was both a mom and an aunt. There's an aunt that feels remorseful or regretful. There's an aunt that feels remorseful or regretful, but yet she won't come out and speak the motherfucking truth. Or will you? You gonna do what's right by her or not? If not, shut the fuck up crying. What's really fucked up is that they're pulling on her energy. They were mad they couldn't disillusion her. They were energy harvesting off of her. So if she blew up, she was going to leave their ass behind and they would have been left out in the cold with nothing. They couldn't disillusion this girl. She was too on point. She was too on motherfucking point with hers, man. They had to drug her, put shit in her drinks and shit to slow her down. The fool card. I hope y'all feel real foolish. I hope y'all feel real foolish. There's a detective or somebody that's gonna figure this out. Tower. The detective that was currently working the case knows the family or knows Jim or knows the ex. Okay? But wait until they switch detectives. There's going to be a new detective on the case. There's going to be a new detective on the case, and then the shit going to come out. And they going to be left out in the cold with nothing. Like how I just fucking said. There's something up here with her father, too. I don't know if her father knew these young men or was a part of the plan somehow. Or the father is who knows the police. Or Jim or Josh's father works with the police. Just wait, because the department is going to find out that there's somebody working this case that knows the family. The conflict of interest is going to be discovered, and they're going to put a new detective on that case that's going to really do the fucking job. They're going to be able to compare call logs. They're going to be able to see, oh, nah, y'all were getting up. Y'all were meeting. Y'all planned this. And they know it's coming. They're seeing it in the dream state. They already know it's coming. Any other final messages before I depart? I hope this brings peace to Chelley's spirit. Three of Wands in reverse. So the three amigos, whoever y'all was in her family, I don't know if that's the mom, the abuela, and the auntie, whoever the fuck this was doing this magic on her and shit behind her back, trying to end shit for her. Hope you know there ain't shit else coming for you in life. There ain't shit else coming for you in life but death. Period. Because how dare you? She fucking took care of y'all. She took care of y'all. The other siblings want to run out, get drunk with the friends, and want to leave and take trips. Leave Abuela by herself. She took care of her. She took care of the grandmom and the mom. Y'all bitches went through surgeries. She was there. She was the only one there taking care of y'all, cooking for y'all. Okay? Y'all were down and out bad. She even had to wipe one of y'all's ass. And how dare you fucking do this to this girl? How dare you set her up in that way? Then you were energy harvesting off of her. So she doing this, working hard, trying to come up. Huh? But y'all were holding her back. And then once she figured out, I think she figured out the shit y'all were doing too. Okay? She figured it out. Her guys were showing her in the dream state. Okay? When she figured out what y'all were doing and started jugging and moving past y'all ass, y'all realized the only thing had left to hold her back was the ex. So since she wasn't going for your bullshit, y'all finagling her getting back with the ex. Y'all pull this stunt. And one of them, I could hear them now. Well, nobody told Jim to actually kill her. No one told Jim to actually kill her. Bitch, Bitch, who sends a motherfucking psychotic motherfucker in to talk to their daughter? Who sends a psychotic motherfucker in to talk to somebody that they love? High school sweetheart, y'all been knowing each other since y'all was kids. It ain't no more love than that. You gonna send a person like that in to talk to her? We didn't know what he was capable of. Bitch, you lying. Bitch, he was capable of the same shit you were. Y'all were drugging her. Y'all just as bad as him. The fuck wrong with y'all? Well, it wouldn't have killed her. It would have just made her more easy to deal with. Bitch! And I hope a detective finds this. And I hope they make it real easy to deal with your ass too. The fuck? Ooh, child. I'm too through with this story. Let's ask the pendulum before we move on. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. Is Chelley's spirit still trapped here? Is Chelley's spirit still trapped here? I could feel it. Okay. Let's do this before we conclude. Let's send Chelley on her way. Divine Holy Spirit of love and life, ancestors, angels, and guides. I say this prayer here for the spirit of Chelley and her child. It was so unfair. So unfair what they did to you. And I know that that's hurtful. And I know that you're pissed. And a whole bunch of other emotions. But please go to the light. Please do not hold on to this life. Please give yourself what you deserve. And that's a chance to fly high and live again. Go to the light. Go to the light with your baby. The Divine Holy Spirit is going to handle everything on your behalf. You don't have to worry about if you're going to get justice or not. The truth has been spoken, and so justice is already on its way. I say this prayer for your spirit and the spirit of your child. Please go to the light. Please go and live on. Asheo. Amen. Whew, that had me on the verge of tears with that one. Holy Spirit, is it done? Will Chelley be moving on? Chelley will be moving on. Thank you so much, Holy Spirit and guides, for your help. And thank y'all for watching. Okay. Should y'all so choose that y'all would like for me to channel your passed on loved one for you, okay? Or if you have somebody in your family that's a missing person or something happened that was questionable, you want answers, let me know. Okay? Just make the $40 donation. Make sure that you guys leave me your email, okay? And I will send your reading to you, okay? All right. So thank y'all so much for tuning in, okay? Y'all be blessed and take care. Have a happy Labor Day. And peace, love supreme to you all, divine beings.